Moving on to that segment we call taking out the trash. This one's in honor of Greg Sears today, people. He's been wanting this subject ever since what's the guy's name? Haverstraw. Is that his name?
Yeah, Tom Haverstraw.
Haverstraw put out the little article. So LeBron James fans have been out here trying to throw shade on the one and only Michael Jordan. And apparently they think they cracked some kind of code by claiming that Jordan's stats were inflated as some kind of hot air balloon at a county fair. You know what I'm saying? So they really think they pulled something off with this one, you know what I'm saying, for their boy, you know what I'm saying? So they all happy and giddy. So I want to get this straight, Greg Sears. Michael Jordan, the man who defined the game of basketball for our generation, needs statisticians to make him look good. That's the argument I've been hearing all week.
Did
Ren,
you
you
hear
can
that from
back
me?
me up on that. That's what we've been hearing
Did you
and
hear that from
saying
me?
all week. You know what I'm saying? That's
All
what
week
they've
Did you
been
hear
long.
that
trying
from
to
me?
say.
Did you
Like,
hold on now? You said
Oh,
that this
whoa, whoa,
segment
we
is
taking the trash out.
let me finish. Let me finish. So we all know that's like saying Whitney Houston needed auto tune or pizza need pineapple. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Straight bullshit. Now LeBron James is undoubtedly a superstar in his own right. That's fine. We're not gonna get it twisted. But comparing him to the GOAT himself, that's like passing a knockoff Rolex as the real deal. I'm sorry to say. Michael Jordan didn't need any smoke and mirrors to shine bright on the court.
No, sir.
His greatness is as real as it gets, folks. Period. Point blank. No damn stat padding was ever needed. So all these LeBron fans out here trying to rain on his parade and chuckle and downgrade his legacy to upgrade your boys. I'm taking your ass out with the trash today. All y'all motherfucking asses. And I don't
Thank
normally curse and stuff like that. But y'all motherfuckers is on my nerves.
you.
Period. Point blank. So we ain't gonna even waste no more time with this. We all know Michael Jordan's stats, his winning, his grind, it all speaks for itself. Adding a couple steals in a game, whatever you want to do. Say he added a steal here or a steal there, whatever. He's still damn better than LeBron James. I don't give a damn. So all y'all, I'm taking all y'all asses out today with the trash. Greg, your ass included. You my boy. You're going out with the damn trash today, bro. Because it's straight bullshit. It's just a way to try to inflate LeBron as the GOAT. They don't want to talk about that part. They don't say, oh, why y'all bringing up LeBron? Because in the backdrop of this whole damn thing is about the GOAT conversation and trying to elevate LeBron into the discussion. That's all this shit's about. Greg will come on here and try to say something different. And his fake ass Michael Jordan GOAT takes, when he know he believe LeBron James is the GOAT, it's the fake Michael Jordan GOAT people that get me. Like my boy Greg. That's why I'm taking his ass out with the trash.
The fakest.
The fakest of the fake.
Fakest of the fake.
When you know damn well he think goddamn LeBron James is the GOAT. But I'm gonna let you respond, G. I'm gonna let you
foremost,
get your retort on like a
thank,
Republican.
thank you for that shitty ass soliloquy. Number one, first and foremost, you said that you was taking out the trash and you mentioned me. You taking out my trash, right?
It was
Because
beautiful. It was
I'm
beautiful. It was
I'm
beautiful.
I'm a fake LeBron. I'm a fake Jordan is the GOAT guy, is what you say, which you know is bullshit. But first and foremost, let's start with the premise that if I believe that shit, I ain't had nothing to say. Am I a part of the Old Heads podcast?
Absolutely, you are.
Am I a part of the Old Heads podcast?
Yes, you are, sir.
And
Good
what do
enough.
we say? We say what?
Say what the hell we want to say, bro.
I say what the hell we want to say. I ain't never been afraid. My heart don't pump no Kool-Aid. Rhyme intended. So this whole narrative that it's about me trying to pump LeBron is bullshit. What we do know is, and this is why a lot of the stuff comes out from my end of it, is the hypocrisy of it all. Because we do know that if there was some inflated uh, stat line or inflated LeBron
There
case
are.
to be the
That was the
GOAT.
point that was the point of the article. There are, but go ahead.
No, that had nothing to do with it. That's just your way to equate the narrative, and that's your way to link it to LeBron. But it had nothing to do with LeBron. Number first and foremost, because the guy came out and said that I inflated stats. This was a known article. This was not you can say Tom Haberstroh was a LeBron guy and he been trying to beat the LeBron drum all you want to, but the reason why Tom Haberstroh picked the article up or was to investigate was because a guy came out and said it is a known thing that we inflated numbers in the 80s, first and foremost, okay? Secondly, this whole narrative that it's me that wants to pump up LeBron is bullshit because it has nothing to do with LeBron. We can.
You in my situation is LeBron fans. I'm equating you to them. I'm just making you them.
I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm a Michael Jordan fan too. I am a bigger Mike fan than I am a LeBron fan. But what gets my gears to growing or to get my gears to grinding is y'all this very thing right here. This is a topic of conversation. We don't even have to look at it from a Michael Jordan angle, even though Michael Jordan is the topic of the conversation because he is the GOAT. And if there is a such thing as a GOAT numbers being inflated, we should fucking talk about it.
And we are
trying to bear the lead, and you know what I'm saying, and trying not to talk about a conversation that is definitely worthy to be talked about.
It's not worthy.
Further, a light need to be shined on why that is. Why is that? Ain't nobody trying to protect LeBron's legacy. Why y'all trying to protect Mike's legacy? It is not a indictment on Michael Jordan. First and foremost, because I know where Jerry's going to take it. He's going to take the angle. Oh, everybody did it. Everybody did it. The size of Jordan's 87, 88 gap is unprecedented. The article said dating back to 82, 83, when they first started keeping up with these stats, the stocks. This represents the largest for any Defensive Player of the Year award in the history of the award being given.
And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
No. That's not what you finna do. You're not finna do that. I'll let you get your cross-examination.
I'll let y'all lead, and y'all jump in when you want it. So I'm jumping my ass in right here.
But jump in, trash man.
That part is important.
Jump in, because that's dump in, trash man. Don't jump in,
because that's one of the situations where, when you talk about the GOAT case and LeBron's case, he don't have that, and Jordan does. So they want to try to take that.
I get that angle. That's not the case. I'm telling you from my opinion. I don't know about these other cats y'all talking about. From my opinion, it's still not going to move the GOAT debate. Him winning the Defensive Player of the Year does not make him the GOAT. He's the GOAT because he's Michael freaking Jeffrey Jordan and because of what he did on the court. Okay, so that's not my angle. Okay, my angle is to just talk about the actual issue, which was inflated numbers. And yes, we can examine Jordan's because he was the largest beneficiary of that based on documented evidentiary stats and statisticians and video evidence. No, it does not take away the fact that he's the GOAT. But we can look at it and be like, hey, he benefited, his DPOY benefited from his inflated numbers. Again, the largest of any DPOY in history. A gap of 71 steals, with the largest gap among the 15 league leaders being at 47 at home. Yeah, the Boston Celtics. We can look at even from there. We want to take it further. The Wilt Chamberlain 50 some points, 48 steals, or whatever that ridiculous stat line was.
Wilt and Russell's
ridiculous stat lines. 20 some 25, 30 rebounds.
Games between them.
Hold on, bro. It ain't your turn. It ain't your turn. Trash man. Trash
all
man.
Of them happened at the crib.
We hadn't pulled up to your stop yet.
I'm just clarifying what you were trying to get into, sir. That's all.
Well, let's get it. We can get into it. All I'm saying is y'all trash. I need to take out y'all trash for
No,
not
sir.
wanting to talk about this.
Y'all asses in the dumpster for this shit.
Do you realize that the Stockton and Malone conversation happened first with that
yes, that's what popped it off. That's what popped it off. So how is that a LeBron trying to jump into this conversation issue?
Because that's where motherfuckers online took it.
That's where it started.
That ain't what motherfuckers online took it. That's where the guy took it that said, yeah, we do that. That is a known thing.
Not you specifically, but y'all LeBron trash asses took it to the next level.
Well, yeah, you're going to have the LeBroniacs that will do that. They will do that. But we talking about us. We ain't talking about them. We talking about us. And I'm talking about the fact
I'm talking to their asses,
because
that's who the hell I'm taking out with the trash. I'm talking to them.
You talking about me. You talking about me.
Because
you ain't talking about them. You mentioned me. You didn't say them. You mentioned me. So now I got to bring y'all trash to the table. And we got to take y'all trash out because we know
them for this segment, bro.
We know for a fact. We know for a fact if anything like this had came up under LeBron's name, there would be the topic of discussion.
So you mean to tell me in 21 years, in all his home games, LeBron never got no stat home?
That's what I'm trying to say. He's not listening.
Get the fuck out of here.
Haberstraw said himself in his report, said it himself. I listened to him. The man said that the cooking, the stats at home has been prevalent. He also said that getting rid of that element of the game did not truly get ousted until Adam Silver's tenure. You know who was in the league before Adam Silver's tenure as commissioner? LeBron James.
LeBron James, Kevin Garnett.
So no, I'm
speaking all of them
to you, trying to say if it was LeBron James, blah, 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 blah. Y'all love to do that. Y'all love to play.
Okay, Jerry, you know damn well that if there was some inflated numbers, we would see them. So yeah, internet, Jordan fans, LeBron haters, go and find them. Go and find them. Go and find them. Go and find them.
Well, he went to Jaren Jackson and pulled up Jaren Jackson during his of the year, and he said that this dude was getting way more blocks at the crib.
And so they did don't stop there. Don't stop there. Go ahead and say, and when they went and looked at it, it was facts. It was the real deal because they got video evidence. They can do that now. Rather than they could do that in the 80s. Because you can watch every game now.
They can do it when, they can do it now.
But they went and looked at the evidence. They went and looked at it because it did look ridiculous. And they went and looked at it and found that the stats were true.
Guess what?
Because they can't do it now. It don't matter if it happened before. You can go and watch damn near every game after 2000s. You can go and do that. You can't do that in the 80s. And sometimes in the 90s.
When he was asked if we take away Defensive Player of the Year and take away all the stats and yada, 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 you take away all of that, does Michael Jordan still look, or does Michael Jordan look like he's a good defender? And he said, yeah, Mike still looked like a great defender.
He's still a great defender.
He actually used the word, he was a fucking alien out there on the court. He was everywhere. He was everywhere, all over the court. He was in the passing lane, sometimes to a detriment, which is something that young players do. We talking about earlier.
Which is why this whole conversation is trash.
Exactly. Why? So if the man still looks dominant on both ends of the court,
why is it trash?
Even with the added stat keeper, that's the stat keeper's choice to do that. He's trying to buck it up or whatever. It ain't like Mike say, "Hey man, you better give me more stats. You better give me more stats so I can get this defensive player of the year." That's the stat. I asked you yourself as a stat keeper, is it easy to mess up on some of the stats when you are collecting stats in the book? I've done it.
Jerry Wren. They were giving steals on dead ball possessions. They were giving him steals on dead ball possessions. They were giving him.
I don't care.
He had a game.
Let me ask. Greg. Let me ask this question.
He had 10 steals.
So let me ask this question, Greg. Let me ask you this question, Greg.
And the other team had 10 turnovers.
So
come on, man.
So
you know they was.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm not gonna insinuate that Jordan was in some type of cabal. Hold on, let me finish this real quick.
Based on this conversation, it says what to you? So this means what?
Yeah, what does it mean?
I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna ask you a question in a second, but I'm gonna finish my point. I'm not saying that Jordan was in some type of cabal and you know what I'm saying, hey, give me these numbers, but he definitely was mad about this DPOY the year before, and he definitely was intent on getting Defensive Player of the Year. That's first and foremost. What does it mean? What was your question? What does it mean in the
So what does it all mean?
It means that there was an issue that people were falsifying records, right? And the fact that what it means to me is the fact that we're not wanting to talk about it is that we're trying to hide something. We're not trying to have an honest discussion about this situation. Yeah, this is an honest discussion. This is an honest discussion. I'm not saying that he was not a great defender, but just like I brought up in one time before, sometimes you get that shit on reputation. And the fact that his numbers were being inflated to that level, we know why DPOYs were
reputation of an alien running around covering everybody. Yeah, that's the reputation. He's running around guarding everybody, and everybody's passing lane. Seems like they got 6 people.
All right, Jerry. So if his numbers, if we know that we out of basis of 6 games, we know that his home numbers were highly inflated. We're just talking about the DPOY for that year. We're just talking about the DPOY for that year, right? And let's take the LeBron James situation out of it. I don't care if LeBron won 2 DPs or DPOYs of the year and Jordan didn't. Jordan's still the GOAT because of what he did on the floor. You don't have to be a DPOY and be considered a bad defender or a great defender. That's what I mean. You don't have to win DPOY and be considered a great defender because we know that Tim Duncan was a great defender. He never won one. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the LeBron situation. LeBron never won DPOY, but he finished second 2 times and finished in the top 5 times or 3 or 4 times more.
Wasn't good enough to get
it. Saying that he's not a great defender because he didn't win a DPOY is not something that you should, because a lot of times, again, it was on reputation, and a lot of times they gave it to bigs. They give it to guards when they have phenomenal. Whoa. We know that they give it to guards because they have phenomenal years. When they have a phenomenal year, that's when they give it to guard. But the majority of the time, they give it to bigs. So Jordan had a phenomenal year in 87, 88. But the evidence shows that the phenomenal year might not have been as big as it was because of the home cooking. And it was, again, let me read it to you. The size of Jordan's 87, 88 gap is unprecedented.
You know what
we know that the home cooking happened. But the gap was way bigger in 87 and 88 than any other year.
To go into 87, 88 and take away the steals and blocks and defensive stats that he feels were falsified, and we still take the number of what is possibly the true steals and blocks and defensive stats and see what that shit comes out to be.
Yeah, because my thing is, wake me up when they do it for everybody up until the year that they stop doing it.
Exactly.
Then talk to me about this bullshit here. Until then, it's not even relevant to me. Until you take it, do everybody.
They're going to do
up until the year that you stop doing the bullshit.
I guarantee you
they're going to do
this had been
the Stockton statistician next. They're going to do his true stats in whatever year, see what that is.
Because this is the beginning. This is not the end. They can only, if they were able to do it for everybody, because we know that in the 80s every game wasn't watched. They don't have it's hard to find full games of but you can do that in the 2000s. My bigger point
that the NBA is taking games off of the internet all of a sudden. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. The NBA don't care that much about that. They ain't taking games off. That's the conspiracy, the LeBron conspiracy theories. All of them say we can't find the game. They lying like a motherfucker.
You can't find the games. You can't find them. Before they even came out, you can't find
all
them.
NBA games ain't available for everybody to see. They are now, but all the past games ain't
That's
available.
My bigger point. That's my bigger point. It's way harder to do
I'm
it
saying
now
that I'm saying that
you
LeBron
can match up the stats with the video
evidence. Those 6 games. Now we talking 6 games. The man didn't watch for 6 fucking games, right?
Because those are all the games. Now
they're saying that those 6 games
misrepresent the article.
Whatever.
You misrepresent the article because it wasn't just him. Who was it? Was it 2 people or 1? Was it just Tom Haberstroh or was it another guy involved?
No, he got a whole crew.
Okay, then he got another guy that was involved. He was a EuroLeague statistician or something to that effect.
Oh, you talking about the stat dude?
Yeah. So
yeah, he went and found this.
They both went and watched the games that they were able that they were able to find.
He went and found this stat dude after Dan Le Batard discovered the statistician for the Utah Jazz talking about Stockton.
No.
So that set off the light bulb. Well, let me go see if I can dig up something on Mike.
Right, because what happened was on YouTube, the Jordashians, your crew. I meant to bring y'all high heels today. The Jordashians, had put on YouTube. They put the game that he had 10 steals on, and it only showed 6. Amongst all the comments, there was like, "Hey, Jordan is the GOAT. Why Jordan the GOAT? Why Jordan the GOAT?" And
that's like saying, oh, such and such scored 50 points, but they only showed 15 of them on the highlights. Get out of here, man. That don't mean shit.
If the game is showing 10 steals, you show all 10 damn steals, Jerry. Stop it. If you see highlights when somebody scores 60, I guarantee you're gonna see all 60 points. The game that Kobe scored 81, you're gonna see all 81 points.
81 points.
That's 10 steals. It's almost
they showed you
the same, but it's in the same boat. Don't nobody get 10 steals in a game, Jerry. Who gets 10 steals in a game besides Will Chamberlain?
Does anybody get 10 blocks in a game? Is it harder to get 10 steals or 10 blocks?
It's harder to get 10 steals than it is 10 blocks. We see that happen all the time. It's hard to get 10 steals.
Nigga, we don't see nobody get 10 blocks all the time. Get out of
here. Pull up who got 10 steals in the history of the game. I bet you it's less than the amount of
10 blocks. 10 blocks is just as a phenomenon as a goddamn 10 steals. Dog.
10 steals in the game. 10 steals in the game has happened 18 times.
10 blocks in the game has happened how many times?
Let's see. What you said is more or less?
I think it's more.
Let's see. 10 blocks in a game.
44 times.
Yep, 44.
That don't mean it's easier.
If I had a mic, I'd
that don't mean it's easier. Drop that mic. You got a mic. You got a mic. Drop it. That don't mean it's easier, G.
Hold on.
Actually, it's 54 times. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of those 10 block games, man. No, it's more than that.
That don't mean it's easier.
Oh, yeah, it's a bunch of those. Yeah.
Jerry.
I'm shocked that Shaq got the record.
Who's the GOAT? Who's the GOAT, G?
Mike.
Oh.
Mike the GOAT, man. Stop it.
So 87, 88 don't change nothing for you. Oh, okay.
It don't change nothing.
Oh, okay.
It don't change nothing. But the conversation should be had. We should
Can I get all my air back then? Can I have all my air back, please? I'd like to have all my air back.
Jerry, man, stop it.
On this whack
I'm gonna call you a nigga now. I'm gonna call you a nigga because you know you've heard me say that shit a multitude of times. I start out every conversation, Jordan the GOAT. He my favorite player. But what y'all do is too damn much, man. This is evidence. This is evidence number 9,082. why y'all are Jordan
To all
Bashing
y'all
LeBron
LeBroniacs
again.
out there, well, except Greg, because we don't want him to get sensitive. Y'all asses out with the trash for this bullshit ass conversation.
If we were in the court of law, the judge would have
I
ruled
want
in
my
my
daddy's
favor.
records. I want my
Right.
daddy's records.
Right.
I want my daddy's records.
I want my daddy's records.
Oh
Shit.
man. Man.
Shit.
Man, but thank y'all for tuning in with us, the old heads, man. We say
boy.
what we want to say, man. We
I got me
appreciate
weak.
y'all watching, man. We'll be back on next week to talk about what's going down in the world of sports, man. Greg,
I
Ren, man.
won. I won. I'm black. I'm black. Take me back.
Black on black on black on black. Oh boy, y'all boy got me weak.